Zulu King Misuzulu has pledged to lead the Zulu nation faithfully. He had already been pronounced king, but yesterday, of course, was the king's official recognition by President Cyril Ramaphosa. Let's chat now to Dr. Gugu Mazibuko, a cultural expert from the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Doctor, thank you for being with us, as always. You were there yesterday. You saw it blow by blow. Was the coronation all you had hoped it would be?
Good evening, Francis and viewers. Thank you for having me. I was there whole day. The coronation went so well. There were things that one was eager to see, especially how the king will wear on his coronation. And we were so excited to see the king wearing his traditional attire, Zulu attire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you believe he has cemented his rule? Of course, it's there, but it started with a lot of family controversy. And now that this process has taken place, where does that put the family squabbles? Because there's a rumor that his brother is planning some sort of gathering.
Oh, well, the good thing about the yesterday ceremony is that it was sealing everything, because now that the king is officially recognized by the government of the day, it is sealed as it is legally, as well as it is in line with the traditional and Khoisan Leadership Act of 2019. Therefore, nothing ever will be, can disturb this, and will be received by even the court of law that is against King Misuzulu, because he is now officially and legally recognized by government as the only king of AmaZulu.
He's spoken about the stress of the last year, suggesting that his father may have even found it difficult. Do you welcome that vulnerability, that honesty? Yes,
he's a human being, and being honest, for a king is something that we welcome, because he's a human being. And he shows that as a human being, there are days that are good, and there are days that are bad for you as a human being. But he is having all the support that he needs, and he has survived all these challenges that he went through before he ascended the throne, and also before he was officially recognized by the President of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa.
His father was obviously well known. How important is it now for this king to really establish his own unique presence and identity?
I think it's very easy, because his father was well known. But his father started where he was also a new king in 1971, on the 3rd of December 1971. And then he started his own legacy, to build his own legacy. He appeared, he decided to revive certain ceremonies. He had his own vision, and therefore, just like his father, King Misuzulu will start from somewhere. He might carry on with his father's legacy and continue the projects that were started by his father, but he is also having his own direction and his own vision that he wants the nation to take the direction to. Remember, when his father started, there were no issues of socio-economic problems. There were so many social ills. Therefore, the challenges that were faced by his father in the beginning are different from what he is facing at the moment. And therefore, he will plan accordingly, looking at what lies ahead of him.
And his father wasn't afraid to speak out against government at times. I think we've seen King Misuzulu already using his voice around gender-based violence. I mean, how important is that? What are the issues that he should really be using his voice for right now? Look at KwaZulu-Natal, the unrest, people affected by GBV and incredible poverty.
First and foremost, the king is apolitical. He is above politics. Therefore, when someone is neutral, it is easy to talk to the people, whether they belong to any organization. If they are wrong, they are wrong. If they are right, they are right. Because even his own subordinates, his people, they belong to different political organizations. For him as a king, that is not difficult to face problems head on and to correct those who are wrong because he is the king. So I don't think it will be a challenge because at the moment he is now building relations with all the structures, and he is also part of government because he is recognized by the government of the day, and also there is the budget that is coming from government to sustain the royal family.
What about the issue of land? Now, he controls the Ingonyama Trust. That has been contentious because some would say people need firm land rights to use that asset, to pass it on, to get loans, to become more economically viable. Do you think this will be one of the huge issues during his tenure?
Yes, I think he will make every effort to attend to it. However, we know that the king will have a very good and people who are experienced in such matters forming part of his advisory panel. Therefore, we are not afraid because the king will be surrounded by people who will whom he will work well with them in dealing with so many issues that are very sensitive to people nowadays, including the issue of the land.
Thank you so much for your analysis. As always, Dr. Gugu Mazibuko, a cultural expert from the University of KwaZulu-Natal.